It's time for your motherfucking neighborhood Jesus Shades. You're watching Shades Wade.
And we're back. So it's been a pretty long day considering we were just installing an intake box. Well, she's in. The verdict is in. She is nasty. She's a nasty girl. She sounds fucking beautiful. She looks good. So here is there's the Ram Air scoop. I did my best to, you know, it's not going anywhere. It's definitely not going anywhere. And that carbon fiber is just beautiful. There she is, guys. The OG Gruppe M intake box, the Ram Air system. Now, might look pretty straightforward to install, but it is by no means easy to install this. It's a lot of DIY fabrication involved. If you look up here, you're gonna have to cut part of your windshield cowling to even get close to fitting this right. But if you look right there, I don't know if you'll be able to see it or not, I have push tab you know, clips that are holding this in, and they're definitely not going anywhere because I've already thought about that. But and I do need to, you know, smooth some of this out with some Scotch-Brite or something, but I'm not really worried about it at this point because, you know, it's good enough. I cut it with an air saw. It's a pretty straight line. And I did get a few little kind of blemishes here and there on it. I don't think you're gonna be able to see it from the top view. It looks brand new still, and we're badge 02747. So that means it's the second run of these, and it's number 747. As for the intake air temperature sensor, really easy to fit that in there. Didn't even need a grommet, it just plugs right in. Good to go. This would be for your I believe this would be for your idle air assist or your idle air control valve. Just have a block off bung there. There's one down here for the this would be going from your crankcase that I don't have anymore, breather, down into there, probably just to get you some more gas mileage. And then down here we have our original airbox bracket that goes to the transmission, and we have the heat shield right here. Now this was a pain in the ass because it didn't want to fit right, so I had to bend this a bit. You see how that's straight? You see how it's contoured more this way? Yeah, I had to bend it quite a bit to get all that underway. And then the only place this is actually mounted at, the intake box, is down here. There's a bolt down here. It kind of goes to your it's right. This bolt right here. This is the only thing holding the intake box, but as you can see, I mean, this thing's not going anywhere. Only thing I want to do is I either want to trim some of this off, because this is kind of annoying just aesthetically, but other than that, mean, this is pretty fucking good to go, guys. Yeah, I'm pretty speechless with how it looks. I mean, I think it looks fucking awesome. Especially with the... But yeah, guys, she definitely looks pretty fucking mean, pretty fucking clean. I honestly couldn't be more happy with it. The way it looked, I thought it was gonna, you know, take up so much room in the engine bay, which it does compared to a V2 or something like that. It takes up a lot of space, but yeah, I mean, honestly, I think it's worth taking up the space, because let me tell you guys, I mean, I'm sure I already did the driving portion. I mean, did you guys hear how that shit sounded? The way I describe it... The fuck is that? The way I would describe it, you know that feeling you get, that sound you get when you're going under a bridge or like in a tunnel and you hit VTEC? That's how it sounds with just windows down. I mean, literally, the car is just so fucking loud and mean sounding, dude. It sounds so fucking mean. And anybody that hasn't seen this, we're talking perfect fitment. I mean, perfect. One thing you can tell if you get really fucking close, down here at the bottom, there is a little bit of a crinkle. Just that hair of a crinkle. See it? But other than that, I mean, this thing is tip top. And I do need to, I think tomorrow I will go up to Stuart Rolfe, and it's the muffler shop. I got them to weld that piece of pipe on. I don't think Levi welded it completely shut, because I am getting an exhaust leak where he welded, so clearly the weld is not holding the pressure. So get him to throw another fresh weld on. Very nice. But anyways, that pretty much sums it up. You saw some of the install, you saw the driving, you saw the reveal. That's about it for now. So thanks for sticking with me, guys. I know this is a part 3 install. We had part 1 was attempt 1, didn't go well. Part 2 is explaining why it didn't go well. And this is part 3. This is the grand finale. Fucking 3rd time's a charm, apparently. So thanks for sticking in there with me. Glad I could deliver, because I don't think a single person in America has a Gruppe M intake on a DC5. I think this is the first DC5 left-hand drive with this setup. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about it. But anyways, thanks for watching, and keep coming back. We got so much more content to come. I mean, we got paint, body work, fucking tuning, track days. We got a lot of shit coming up. And I mean, look at this beautiful day today. I mean, that's some beautiful shit right there, you know? Anyways, y'all have a good one. Peace.